Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, depending on where and the time you are watching me. I've seen that these days the attacks from different camps is becoming and unbecoming, tagging His Excellency Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia with a lot of names and accusations which are wrong. It is just our own perceptions and our own mindsets. Now, let me tell you, Bawumia was not the reason why we lost 2024 election, but it was our own behavior, our own way of leadership, leading like we are in autocracy. That was the main factor. And I keep on saying, the time that 8 MPs from NPP were also feel like they also felt like the leadership or the position, the ministerial positions need reshuffling. And His Excellency Nanado neglect that call. That was our first point of falling. The second falling was during our primaries. During our primaries, we, the MPP members, attack each other personally, calling each other names, especially His Excellency Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia was tagged with a lot of names. And by the end of the day, he was emerged as the victorious flag bearer. Now, ask yourself, if you called someone names and he becomes your leader, and you have to market him to other people to buy, how do you market him? How do you expect them to believe what you are now saying about him? So there were other people who were doing campaign, but the campaign was what? Empty. Very empty. Because what you are telling the people, any reasonable person will not buy it, because the person have already heard what you said about the person. The bad names, the tag, the bad tag that you give to the person. And you are back to polish the person. How do you expect me to feel? How do you expect me to buy what you are saying? So it was our own words that NDC used to whip us. A lot of people, the way we're doing politics. And when we come to our internal election, the way some of us even did the politics for Bawumia himself, his camp, was having a problem. The way they did the politics was totally wrong. Totally wrong. And that was why some people tagged me as Kennedy Ajapong's camp member. Because they felt what I was saying, I was supporting Kennedy. Meanwhile, I was not in any camp. I was not supporting Honorable Kennedy Ajapong, nor His Excellency Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia. Now, I was not in any camp. But I was telling the people to know how they do campaign. How can you bring religious politics into the scene, knowing very well that if we are going to vote between Muslims and Christians, someone must lose the election. yet you are doing that politics. How can you do tribal politics knowing very well that if we are going to vote based on tribe, somebody must lose the election, yet you are doing the same politics? That was the problem of Baumia's campaign. And thank God we lose the election. I believe now the camp of His Excellency Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia has learned their lesson. They will stop that politics of tribalism and religious politics. Let us sell the ideas of Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia to the people. What he can do, what he's ready to do for Ghanaians, what he's going to do for the party this time around. And let's see 2028 if the results will not be different. Don't let us attack each other. See, I heard people are saying that if Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia should be emerged as a flag bearer for MPP, mean Upper East we are not going to get vote again. It's not true. If you have monitored their recent press, you realize that what MDC promised them has failed. They have failed their promise to them. And that was what I was asking them earlier. If you think Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia is the reason for this, and that, why is it that when he was in power, when he was in government, or as he's in government, they have exploited military men for some duties just to prevent some things to happen that will cause escalation of the issue? Why? So Dr. NDC used Boku case to make politics, saying anytime that they are in power, and Boku is always at peace. Tell me, which regime that Boku case is worse than this regime, than this NDC regime? Things that we heard about Boku in this regime is too much. And so remove that perception, that mindset that is telling you that if Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia is emerged as a flag bearer for 2028 election for MPP, we are going to lose. It's not true. Please change your mindset. Let's pray. Though I am in support of Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia, but let's pray, do a clean politics, a clean campaign, so that when anybody wins the election, we can still support the person. In 2024, if I was to be in any camp, I would have been in Alan Cash camp, because I was having love for this man. But as I started speaking about our primaries, I said, if Alan Cash win the election, it will be very good. If Kennedy win, it will be very good. And if Bawumia win, it will be very good. But the best person for the job is Alan Chirmantini. And along the line, he back off. So I have to wait and see which camp to join. Though I didn't join his camp self, but I was now feeling like which camp to join. And that was when I started talking about the bad aspect of tribal politics and religious politics, which people tag me with Kennedy Ajapon's camp, and I embrace it. But today, I am telling you that the best candidate for 2028 election is Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia. I'll come back and tell you the reasons why I choose Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia than any other candidate. Thank you.